I'm Keith,
I'm Logan.
and welcome to Hot Zombie Summer, a Resident Evil review and retrospective podcast where we'll be playing through the main games of Capcom's Resident Evil series in release order.
We'll be talking characters, lore, gameplay, thrills, chills, and everything in between.
Yeah, so please join us, and we encourage you to listen along and play along with us as we go on this journey together.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Hot Zombie Summer, and we are returning with our second episode on Resident Evil 4, the original RE4 from 2005 for the Nintendo GameCube. Last time we talked about the game's long, lengthy development period, as well as our cast of characters. This time we are talking about the first section of the game, the village, not to be confused with Resident Evil Village, but that is our plan today to make it through the village.
Yeah, I guess that's a little confusing. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, well, it is weird because Village
Yeah,
is kind of was touted as like a almost like a spiritual successor to
yeah, like
four.
inspired by some of four, which I guess kind
Right.
of, yeah, we'll get there eventually, but
Yeah. To Village or
to Village, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I sure hope so.
I guess this is the Village, and Resident Evil
Right.
Village is just Village, just
So
regular.
this is the Fast and the Furious and Fast and Furious situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
it's all about the article. Makes all the difference.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's all about the Coronas.
All about the Coronas. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah. Do
seen
you
any of
look,
those movies.
really? You've not
No,
seen any
I
of
saw
them?
the. That's not true. I saw the first two, but it
Okay.
feels like it's yeah. That's was like 20 years ago at this point. Probably more than 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's actually like 25 years ago.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was like 2000. Yeah,
Ooh,
was the first
they're
one.
stealing DVD players.
Mm. Yeah, and eating tuna fish. That's like the I don't know why that stuck out to me. That was like the only it's like one of the few parts I remember. He goes to the gas station and he's like, I'm just here for the tuna. And then I think Vin Diesel's like, no one likes the tuna. You're trying to fuck my sister. Do you remember that part?
No, I don't. I don't remember that
Yeah.
at all. But Brian was trying to fuck Vin Diesel's sister.
Yeah, the tuna was his cover. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Did she work there or something?
yeah, she like worked at the like bodega or whatever. Maybe.
Okay.
Forget if it was a
Okay.
bodega or not. I don't know. That's where the
Yeah.
tuna part.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think they were like Mexican or Latinx coded in the first one.
Oh, okay.
I think
Later.
that kind of yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I'm not even joking. I think like right,
Yeah.
Toretto's an Italian last
That's true.
name. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, that's fine.
things not like Resident Evil 4, The Fast and the
I mean,
Furious.
Resident Evil 4 is pretty fast and furious, though.
And it is kind of
It can
cheesy.
be at times.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I guess let's jump in with the kind of initial scene setting, right? I mean, they jump right in with the story.
yeah, you boot it up and you get the voiceover, and then you get like a basically 60 to 90 second sort of place setting what happened last week, and it just completely wipes Umbrella off the map, which is kind of funny. We spent
Yeah, yeah,
we've spent 6 years like talking about Umbrella and how many games are like, oh, it's gonna be the final showdown with Umbrella. And then Leon is just like in the back of a car and like, oh yeah, after Resident Evil 2, the government just shut Umbrella down in the end.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like
It's a little bit more than that, but not much more. It's yeah.
it really isn't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they pretty much yeah, say Raccoon City was wiped off the map. They ignore Code Veronica entirely.
Yep.
There's no mention of Antarctica or Alexia's giant tentacle plan to rule the world. But yeah, they just kind of hand wave it away and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, they say the president ordered a strike to sterilize Raccoon City is the word they used, and then they ban them, they like revoke their business license or something like that, and the stock falls, and then Leon says, for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
Yeah.
Which isn't true, but I think at the
Yeah.
time they probably were like, yeah, let's get away from all
Yeah.
this. Yeah, which
Yeah.
I think was probably a smart decision to just further demonstrate that like we're moving in a new direction, both thematically, gameplay wise, and story wise. We're moving in a new direction.
Yeah. I think that was smart. I think as a fan of the franchise, it's a little frustrating to
Yeah,
have it
if
just
you're
kind of.
deeply invested in.
Yeah, I mean, they were teasing a giant showdown for like 3 games. They're like, we got to take the fight to Umbrella. And then it's just like, the government got rid of them or,
Yeah,
effectively shut them down. And so it's a little a little bit of a bummer. But I get it. And I think it's probably for the best.
yeah, agreed. Yeah, but
Um, one more point about that, which is interesting. I mean, in hindsight, like that decision did not stick at all.
no.
They like keep going back to that well, even in, I mean, obviously Requiem, right? They
Hmm.
just cannot. It's like Brokeback Mountain, right? I just can't quit you.
I just can't quit you. Yeah,
But about Umbrella.
but I brought umbrella. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, not about clandestine gay affair.
No,
Yeah,
no, or Jake Gyllenhaal or Heath Ledger.
yeah, that's a good movie. I like that
It
movie.
is, yeah, very good. Should have
Yeah.
won Best Picture.
Oh, did not. What year was that? That would have been, was that 2000, like three, four, five? Okay. Let me
Crash
see
one.
if I can. Did
Oh
Crash
shit.
win that?
Sorry. Yeah, I spoiled it. You were gonna guess.
Oh no, I would guess Crash was earlier. Crash, I used to be much better about knowing the Oscar winners. I don't really care anymore. So I kind of like forgot it all. Crash has to be one of the worst movies to win an Oscar. It's not very good.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Crash
especially if
is
you
up
watch it
there.
now. I don't think it's aged. I think it's aged even worse. So it'd be worse now than it was at the time. It wasn't great at the time.
Yeah, I think people think Green Book is a pretty poor entry as well.
That's one I never saw. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I thought about
yeah,
seeing it just because I like Ali and I like
yeah,
Vigo.
yeah,
But yeah, I never got and saw it. Mostly because I heard it's kind of a 6 out of 10 type of movie. So yeah.
yeah. It's just like white guy learns to understand racism. It's like
Mm, yeah.
cool. And it's like
I don't know.
Moonlight won like 2 years prior, right? Which is like, just
Yeah.
great.
Moonlight was, yeah, I like Moonlight a lot. That's a good one.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
But what's not like Moonlight? Just back to my
It's
old tricks.
it's not because it's the daytime. You get the Spanish guitar intro when
Yeah,
you fully start in,
hell yeah.
sing some seeds and sing some scenes, and then you're in the back of a cop car,
Right.
which usually is
But
bad, but in this case
right.
it's fine because they're just giving you a lift.
Right. Yes. Leon looking more emo than normal, more emo than I remember. He's got a
Yeah.
little bit of a hair swoop. His face seems a lot more angular in this game.
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe less because he's not on the PlayStation 1.
Less, yeah. Yeah, in some ways.
Less polygonal.
That's polygonal, but it looks good. He kind of continues his voiceover, his internal monologue, talking about why he's there. So he got a job working directly under the president, and his job was going to be to protect the president's family. But before he even started, the president's daughter got kidnapped, and now he's off looking for, in this, as he puts it, lonely and rural part of Europe. Because they never actually say it's Spain. I mean, they
I-
speak Spanish, but they never really, I
Yeah,
don't think they ever actually say it's Spain. So.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We don't have a map that says you are here with just the country
Yeah,
highlighted.
just the country of Spain. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's in Valde Lobos is the fictional area that we're in, which is Valley of the Wolves.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't
Yeah, I
know
think I called
that.
it like Villa Lobos last time. I got mixed up, but yeah, Valde
Uh,
Lobos, the
okay.
main
Yeah.
region. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that the dialogue in this car ride scene is amusing. I don't
I
think
like
it's
it.
great, but it's fun.
Yeah. It's
It's
very
just, yeah.
exposition. Yeah, exposition dump.
And it feels like so, I mean, this is something that I think will come up a lot, but like this game feels very 2004, 2005. Like, I mean, I can't help but think of like the Iraq War as a context, right? Just like in the interactions and the kind of references to America and Americans.
Yeah, it's very less so than five. But yeah, there's some we'll get into it, but yeah, there's some references kind of to yeah, the war and terror and America kind of yeah, it's yeah, we'll get into it.
Right. Right. Because yeah, even like right, the cops are like, "Oh, you crazy American." And they're like, "You're a
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
way from home, cowboy."
they keep calling it cowboy, which maybe that's like a George Bush because that was kind of his yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
George Bush kind of reference, but
They're just like, are you George W. Bush?
yeah, it's like, are you the president? You're looking for his daughter, but yeah, the president is President Graham. He's not George Bush in this universe, so
Right.
I wonder what
Right.
his position was on everything. Who knows?
That's true. Yeah.
Um,
Was he friends with Rumsfeld? Was he
yeah. Was his
looking
dad
for the
president? I don't know.
yeah, was he W. Graham and his dad was H.W. Graham?
HW.
Yeah. All good questions we'll never get the answers to.
Yeah, we'll never get through. One day, I'm tempted to make an X account just so I can harass Capcom developers, like find them, send them Google Translate messages about Resident Evil 4. I thought about
And
doing
they
that. I was like, that would probably be annoying and weird behavior, but maybe I will someday. We'll see.
and then you'll get answers like Carlos got a facelift
Yeah,
or
exactly. That's how they
plastic
found out that
surgery.
Carlos got plastic surgery. Yeah. No one asked. We'll never know these things. So,
Yeah.
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 But the cops, they don't know much either. So they ask you what you're doing, and he gives Leon another chance to explain to him. He goes, the one cop says, "You're a long way from home, cowboy." And Leon says, "My assignment is to search for the president's daughter. All by yourself." Those are my impressions of the cop. So
That is kind of what they sound like. Yeah.
they do, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they kind of do like a broy back and forth of making fun of each other. And Leon's like, "Well, I'm sure you guys didn't just take along so you could play kumbaya at some Boy Scout campfire. Or maybe you did." And
Yeah.
then
It was
oh, you crazy American.
yeah, what a crazy thing to
What
say.
a crazy thing to say. So
I mean, it's kind of rude, but
it's a little rude, but and then yeah, then you pull over so the one cop can take a pee. He speaks English even to himself, which is kind of funny. He says, "Oh,
right.
it's cold all of a sudden."
And did you see him do the pee pee dance?
I did not see him do the pee pee dance, but maybe he's doing the car. Maybe he was like bouncing
Yeah, yeah.
nervously.
So he made it.
He
I just
made
want
it.
to say, yeah,
Yeah, he did make it.
you're like I think it's game over if you're doing that.
Yeah, he didn't pee his pants, but he does
Yeah,
say sorry I took so long when he gets back.
you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
this
that's
is my
maybe evidence for the enlarged prostate.
perhaps I think if you beat the game four times, you do see a little extra scene of him doing a little dance.
Oh,
This is my version
that's
of the tyrant's
the
talking
tyrant's mouth.
head. Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, and I want to point out too that the younger cop, as we mentioned, he offers Leon a cigarette and Leon declines, so
Yeah.
does not partake.
Very, very, they're like, this guy needs to be a role model.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Especially I
probably
feel
was like
like,
a thing. It probably like got put it would get put in the back of the box like when they had like the mature content warning. They'd be like,
right,
"Oh, yeah, nicotine usage," or
right, yeah.
yeah,
Rated M for smoking.
yeah, for
Like,
smoking and violence and
yeah,
uh
there a lot of violence, yeah.
maybe I
Graphic.
don't know if there's sex in the game. Sexiness maybe, but
I don't think games get rated M for sexiness.
for sexiness, yeah, this game too sexy. They took one look at Leon. They're like, "Oh, that's too sexy." And
Well,
X-rated. AO.
I do take it back. Dead or Alive, Extreme Beach Volleyball definitely got an M for that.
Oh, for the breast physics
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
revealing clothing. So those
yeah.
are
Which
cool
is,
games.
I don't like that.
What was the guy? I can picture in my head. I can't remember his name. He was the guy from like Team Ninja. He was one of those like rock star type devs.
Oh, yeah, I know who
Yeah,
you're
but
talking about.
whatever his name was, he had some quote about like somebody asked him about the sexuality of the characters, and he made a remark about like, "Oh, I don't think I'm like that. I think of them like my daughters." And I was like, "Well,
Oh, that's not better.
that's a weirder thing to
Yeah,
say."
yeah, that's
Yeah,
way
that's
worse.
pretty far. Yeah, my daughters I put in the skimpy outfits and watch them play volleyball.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Wah, wah.
But yep. So eventually you get to your destination. The cops they kind of just drop you off. Leon sort of kneels them for not coming with them, and they say, "Well, we don't want to get any parking tickets."
Hmm.
Uh, did you try to go back and talk to him?
Yeah, and they were not very nice.
No, they if you go back and talk to them, they kind of again they mock you a little bit. They
Yeah,
do
they say,
various things. One's like, "Forgot your makeup."
yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or they like, "Oh, wrong way, cowboy." They'll say little little snotty things to you. So.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, yeah, I feel like this is definitely, I mean, not to make a mountain out of a molehill, but it's definitely positioning people who are in this region as skeptical of and maybe even very
Oh
antagonistic
yeah.
toward Americans.
Or yeah, even just hostile to like outsiders in general. Yeah, I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that, but
yeah,
yeah, maybe that's yeah, some of the foreshadowing that this isn't a very welcoming part of Spain
right,
or
right.
welcoming part of Europe. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So when we get out of the car, we get a radio transmission, and we meet Ingrid Hunnigan, our handler.
yeah. She says she'll be working support for you, and Leon says, "I thought you'd be a little bit older." So he starts flirting with her already. And then they reiterate again that he's looking for the president's daughter. This is like the fifth time they've said it. So they really want to make sure you understand that you're looking for the president's daughter. So
Which is
Leon's
really
telling, he literally tells every person he sees in this game. It's,
which is really funny because it's the most straightforward thing ever. There's like
yeah,
no
it's not that
complexity there.
hard.
It's just like I just need to find this person.
Yeah, yeah.
Not like you
And
would have forgotten.
I did laugh when Leon says they picked the wrong girl to kidnap. Like it was just like a random kidnapping. But it's like, wow. Well, yeah, they picked her for a reason. But
Right, right. Yeah, not happenstance.
yeah. Yeah, it kind of made me think of that. This was old news, but do you remember when Chrissy Nome got her purse stolen?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and it was just like it did turn out to just be like a random guy. Like he stole a purse, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I stole like one of the most important purses in the country." It was very funny
That's
though that
funny.
she's, yeah, can't even keep track of her purse because she's a fucking moron. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
I also like that Hunnigan says she's the daughter of the president. Try to behave yourself. So I mean, it
I
kind of
guess Leon must have
presents,
her rep already.
yeah, which is weird because
Yeah,
that wasn't his character in two. Like he's, I think, supposed to be good looking, but not like I'm not like this guy is a horn dog.
yeah, maybe he's trying to get over Ada, so he's sleeping
Oh
around.
God. Just
Yeah.
like 6 years later.
Yeah, he never, well, we'll
Ugh.
meet her. He doesn't seem like he's gotten over her, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, eventually you approach a house and you just kind of walk in, and Leon apparently didn't even bother learning any basic Spanish. He just
Nope.
walks up, starts talking to the guy, and there's I love this little detail. It goes into a cutscene when you approach him and show him the picture of Ashley, and he says, "I'm looking for this girl." And it's a weird choice, but I like it. The Ganado, he turns the long way around. So Leon's like
Yeah,
to his
yeah.
left, and the guy turns 270 degrees to his right to face Leon. And it's sort of yeah, it's a good show don't tell moment where you're like, oh, the people here are a little off. Like something's going
Off.
on.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah.
following like a logical sort of system at all.
Right. Yes. Yes. The logical system being the 90 degrees to the
Yeah.
right.
Well, that
Yeah.
would be weird if you walked up to somebody and they turned all the way around to talk to you. You're like, oh, I don't know.
I
Like I
kind of
think
want
in a
to.
way, I'd kind of be like, wow, that's strange.
I kind of want to do that now and just see.
Yeah, just see what people do.
Yeah, they're probably too polite. They're not going to
I
say
probably wouldn't
anything.
say anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Leon's somewhat polite. He says, the guy starts talking to him in Spanish, and Leon says, "Well, sorry to bother you." And then we jump right into action because he tries to hit you with an axe, and you have to neutralize him.
Yes. And at this point, the police car goes off the bridge as well,
Yeah, you hear a truck start, and the truck rams the police car off the bridge. So
which
now
is
you're
scary.
stranded.
It's scary. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get a little sort of initial, almost like an intro tutorial area where it throws just a couple enemies at you, so you can get used to the control scheme and get used to the new shooting system, the new combat system. So there's maybe a little 5 or 6 minute kind of walking through the beginning areas and coming across small groups of enemies to fight.
Right. And I've found that the enemies, replaying this, they even in the beginning, they can take a lot of bullets.
Yeah, it's
Quite a
it's tough.
bit.
It's a challenging game. So it teaches you pretty early on, don't let them get too close to you, especially in groups. Like you can really
Right.
get, yeah, it can be over soon if you have 3 or 4 of them on top of you.
Right, right. And I think I struggled with that in the beginning, replaying this because the controls I'm so used to kind of contemporary Resident Evil that the control scheme felt a little squirrely to me at
Game.
first.
Yeah.
And so I was like just like trying to turn and taking like very big turns.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get over it pretty fast.
Yeah. I got used to it. I think the auto aim's a little janky,
Yeah.
on it, but yeah, it's overall it's a good combat system. But yeah, if you're going coming from Requiem, because I think I mentioned, but this was we were playing this right around the time Requiem came out, and playing right after Requiem, it was kind of hard to go back. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. I also just want to kind of note the environment in the early parts of the village. It's very gray and dismal and desolate.
it
Um,
feels late autumn.
it does, yeah. Like the leaves are all dead.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's not going to be like kind of sunny days for a while, is kind of how it feels. So like Minnesota.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
looks chilly. Looks like
Yeah,
kind of after the peak leaf season, but before it really starts snowing type of weather. If you live in a place with snow, so yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I think it's also I just clocked
and
that
you're
it
up in the
was
mountains kind of too. So
you are in the yeah
yeah,
the mountains. I just kind of clocked it was weird that to be like so outside in a Resident Evil game. I feel like we're really really outside in this one. I mean, you're outside in three, but you're in a city.
yeah,
And so this is just like it just feels a lot different
yeah.
than the
It's different,
previous
and
games.
yeah, and it's the daytime too, which is a different feel. So yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah. Eventually, you stumble upon the titular village. And there's a cutscene where Leon takes his binoculars out and they're burning something in the town kind of village square, and it's one of the police officers. So he was either killed and then burned or burned to death. But either way, he's dead and burning. So you're
Yeah,
running here
that's
knowing, oh, this isn't good. I guess you've also found dead bodies and skulls, and people have tried to attack you. So you you already knew it wasn't good, but this is even more like, oh no.
right, right. Yeah, we encountered some troubling things on the way. Not insignificantly, a dog with their leg
I
trapped.
forgot the dog. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big
yeah,
part. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
yeah,
You find
yeah,
a dog slash wolf. I always thought it was looked like more of a wolf, but Leon
yeah,
calls it a dog. And yeah, he's stuck in a bear trap and whimpering, and you free him, and he kind of limps off.
yeah. That dog will come
And
back in a big way.
yeah,
Um, I learned at this point that maybe the Ganado are not very smart because I don't know if this happened in your playthrough, but they were running into explosive tripwires in
yeah, you
mine.
can bait them. That's another fun combat thing. There's sometimes explosive uh traps set up, but you can use them to your advantage and either shoot the traps when the Ganados are next to them or bait them into running into them.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you
Which as we
catch?
learn more about the parasite kind of makes sense. Seems like
It
they're sort of
does.
the lower level Ganados are sort of programmed. So they've maybe
Right.
been this group has been programmed to maybe just attacking when that comes in.
Right. Did you catch that, those kinds of grotesque skull kind of
Yeah.
cross
Those are cool.
markers? Like, yeah, they are cool. And they Leon makes a note of this if you kind of you hit A near it, but like it he kind of observes that they seem to denote that there are traps nearby.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't notice that or I forgot about it, but that's
Yeah.
interesting.
So that begs the question to me, like, without, yeah, I don't think it really matters, but like, who set those up then? Like, why would that be the marker for traps in the
Yeah.
village?
Maybe it's a maybe it was set up before all this went down and it was like to mark.
Maybe.
Yeah, like they have the traps there to catch game.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
or choke points or
Good
whatever. I
points.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah, but it is a creepy touch, right? Just to see
yeah, it's
like a
creepy. Yeah.
crossroads sign with skulls
The
and
skulls hanging off of it. So, and you find a well, it looks like a villager with a pitchfork, like pinned to the wall with a pitchfork stuck through their head.
yeah.
And it's a woman, and Leon has the bizarre line. I guess there's no sex discrimination here. And it's like that's a weird conclusion to come to.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw a
like
murdered woman, so there must not be sex discrimination.
right.
Like I don't think there is sex discrimination, but
That's
just
like
that's
some proto edgelord shit, right? He's just like, well, I guess, yeah,
yeah,
no sex discrimination, huh? Like women get murdered.
yeah, murder too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it was weird. Shout out to the music in these sections, right? Like when there are enemies because it kind of shifts into this kind of pulse pounding like score.
yeah, this kind of combat music. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so now I'm hearing it as we're recording, like in my head, right? And then I also am hearing the Ganado, like when you hit them with the knife, they're like, "Wah!"
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
But they
funny.
also yell things at you too, though. yell like "get him" and "kill him" and in
Yeah.
Spanish, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it's cool. Contributes to the overall atmosphere. But um,
Yes.
but yeah, it's the big first kind of set piece that we get to after you get to the village and you see your cop friend getting burned alive. You start walking in, and eventually, when you aggro the villagers, they start attacking you, and it's a big wave, and you have to
Yeah.
run around and explore, find bullets and different weapons. You can find the shotgun at this point, and some grenades. And uh, the first time I played it, I was like, "Oh my God, this is really intense," because
It
there's
is.
really
Yeah.
like dozens and dozens of enemies, and really famous scene that's been
Yeah.
copied a lot in later games.
Yeah. It's lots to explore. And one of the things that I like very much about this scene or set piece is that there are lots of ways to succeed. You
Yes.
can go up, to the second floor of buildings and go out on the roof. You can stay inside on the second floor and kick down the ladders. You can, you know, yeah, do a host of other things, right? You can just run out the clock and not kill a lot of
Yeah, you can
Ganado.
kind of pick a place and sort of hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's different tricks that cheese it too. Like if you play on higher difficulties, you can. I think there's a one strategy is to like climb up the clock tower ladder and then jump down and take advantage of some of the iframes and try to survive
Mm,
that way. But
yeah.
but yeah, it's all time based because after a certain amount of time goes by, then you've survived. The church bell rings. You find out later why it's ringing. But it's a mystery of Leon, and everyone kind of goes into a trance and walks off, and he says, "Where's everyone going? Bingo?" Which is another very classic line.
Right. And cut to the true title screen.
Yeah, then you get another title screen. So now
Right.
this is almost sort of like if yeah, this was almost like a demo type of area. What would be a demo in
Right.
it? Yeah.
This is like if Scorsese did Resident Evil 4, right? Like smash cut to The Departed, 27
Yeah.
minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo
So yeah, very
DiCaprio, yeah, as Leon.
as Leon, yeah. But
Matt
yeah,
Damon as
very great,
Sadler.
very great intro.
It's just gonna
Sorry.
keep interrupting you. I'll just be like, then
Just keep naming actors.
Jack Nicholson as
Jack Nicholson
Krauser.
as Krauser. I was gonna say Jack Nicholson as Salazar, just a little guy. Yeah.
He'd be like, Leon, don't add inches to your dick.
Uh,
Um, but yes, yeah, really good opening scene. How did you handle the chainsaw guy, which I have a note on that I want to get to in a sec, but
did the chainsaw guy come for you here in the village? Because I didn't meet him till later, so maybe I didn't kill enough people or something.
really, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
or maybe I just ran
definitely.
around too much and didn't see him. But yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
meet him here.
yeah. I thought it was a predetermined cutscene where, right, like it kind of you hear the noises and then it kind of the camera is almost on the ground and then it pans up and you see somebody like right pulling the chainsaw. I thought that was pretty much like locked in,
Okay,
but
I
maybe
kind of
not.
remember seeing it, but yeah, maybe I kind of just ran around and ran from people because I wanted to conserve my ammo. So maybe I didn't trigger it.
Did were you aware that people in the RE4 community call the Chainsaw Man Dr. Salvatore
Yeah, he's Dr. Salvador.
or
And
Dr.
that's
Salvador
that's from the bottle cap is where that comes from.
from the bottle cap?
Yeah, so that's we'll talk about that system later on, but there's a mini game in this game where you can do a shooting gallery, and right as you win
Oh,
little character models, and they call them bottle caps, so it's supposed to be like a little figurine. But the Chainsaw Man is labeled as Salvador, is
got
what he's
it.
labeled as. I don't know what he's
Well,
based on, if this is a reference to something, and if you
prob
Google Dr. Salvador, all that comes up is about Resident Evil 4, so I'm not sure if it's a reference to anything. Kind of looks like uh, Leatherface a little bit, except with a burlap sack over his head instead of a bunch of skin.
yeah, yeah.
But
Well, I guess that's my way of revealing I did not do the shooting gallery mini games.
I didn't really do it in this one either. I've done it before. It's fun, but yeah, we'll talk more about it when we get to that part. But yeah,
Yeah.
eventually, yeah, the bell goes off and you're on to the next kind of section. So you survived your first big challenge.
You have, yeah. And I think that this is at least kind of the first realization, the scene, I realized that this game is like fast. And like,
Very
I mean
fast
this in
paced.
a good way, but like it's kind of arcadey,
Yeah,
like I was getting a little bit of like House of the Dead like gun from this.
that's interesting. I want to talk more about the gameplay as we go on. But yeah, this is the yeah, your first big set piece, and it's fast paced. Sometimes you just have to react, but there's like you allude to, there is some strategy, like how you approach it. And that's what I really like about this game is it,
Yeah,
yeah, kind of gives you the system and then sets you loose in it.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
you can kind of decide how you want to approach it. So it gives you actually a lot of like freedom and expressiveness in the moment to moment gameplay, even if the story overall is fairly linear. Yeah, moment to moment, you have a lot of freedom for what you do, which I
right.
like.
And I think that's kind of like we alluded to last episode, like a series first. I don't really think there are too many ways to play the other games.
Yeah, you basically either shoot the zombies or run past the zombies. Those are your options. And this one
Yeah,
you're very incentivized to kill the zombies. So yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Except in this part, because there's no I mean you can get bullets and money and things like that, but you can also just survive for by just avoidance at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Um you kind of find some of the motivation for the Ganados. You find an alert order. So this is
Yes.
like a little memo that was put out by it says Chief Bitores Méndez. So you know right away he's going to be somebody you'll have to deal with. And it talks about how there's a U.S. government agent investigating the village. Don't let them get into contact with the prisoner. And then he nicely tells you where the prisoner is. For those of you not yet informed, the prisoner is being held in an old house beyond the farm.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't
And
know how the government found out, but we are investigating. I feel the intrusion is not just a coincidence. And then they also say, interesting enough, I sense a third party other than the United States government involved here. So that's interesting.
yes, yes. I will say, I think that the memos are great. I always have a soft spot for the memos. I do think that they're very weak in this game. Like they pretty much just say the thing, right? They're like, Luis is here. Later on we'll talk about it, but it's like this was my plan. I
Yeah.
don't think that's like super different than the other games, but like I think some of the other games had memos that were a little bit more atmospheric, right? Or they weren't just like exposition.
Yeah, this one, the memos are much more, yeah, just conveying information.
Yeah.
And it kind of, yeah, it tells more that sort of mood and scene setting is done more through the environment than any sort of like
Yes.
you find. So
Yes.
yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that, but maybe
Yeah.
that's one part where if you want to put one thing that's a little weaker about RE4 than some of the other games, it's the memos aren't as memorable. Like there's nothing even approaching like an Ichi Tasty or some
No.
fun memos that we read in Code Veronica and things like that.
No, I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
some of Salazar's memos are fun, but we'll get there eventually.
yeah, yeah. What did you think of the farm area? And then introduces another new system that only comes up a couple times. There's a kind of a blue medallion shooting challenge in certain areas.
Yeah, I think this is partially why the game feels arcadey at times, right? It's like, so, there are these blue medallions you see in the farm area, which is a fun area. There's lots of space to explore, run around, fight enemies, but you see these blue medallions hanging from trees and barn windows, and if you shoot them, you get like a number counter, like 1 of 16, 2 of 16.
Hmm.
So I think it was jarring the very first time I played it, because it took me out of the
Yeah.
horror.
And you don't
But
know what it's for at first. You
right,
find a memo like, oh, shoot the blue medallions, and I forget if it says you might win a prize or something like that, or
yeah, yeah,
yeah. But
it's
you don't have
incentivized.
any context of being like, well, is this part of the story? Is this like part of the game? And yeah, so it's
Right,
15 blue medallions, seven in the farm, 8 in the cemetery. For those of you who destroy 10 or more will be awarded, is all it says. It doesn't say who it's from.
right, right. Because we haven't met the merchant at this point, so
Yeah,
we
ultimately you'll find it was left by the merchant as kind of a little challenge for you.
right. But no, I like it. I think it's like a fun kind of way to kind of break up some of the tension. I think I've come to enjoy it more over the years.
Yeah.
Um,
think being early onto it incentivizes the exploration, where it lets you know that, it's not only going to be safe to explore, but you're encouraged to explore once you clear out the enemies. Because you can tell you clear out the enemies when the music changes, and then that's that's a fun part of this game too, is to
Yes.
go through and gather up all the loot and look for treasures and poke around is a lot of fun, especially on first
Yes.
playthrough or if you haven't played for a while.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like a fun little touch.
Yeah. I think you find
Um,
your first treasure here too in this area. You find like the
yeah.
watch, I think it is, or pocket watch maybe.
Yes, because you can get a dirty pocket watch or you can get a clean pocket watch.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a pocket watch over a dirty well, and you have to, if you just shoot it down, it will get dirty, and that's not worth as much as if you
Right.
first close the well by shooting it, of course, and then drop it, and then you just pick it up, and it's worth a little bit
Right.
more money.
Right. I do find it funny that the water's so dirty that you couldn't clean it
Yeah,
off.
you can't just wash it off. Yeah,
Right.
but you're still willing to put your hand in to get a pocket watch that's not even yours. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. It's like,
and it's like, well, since I'm here, I might as well.
yeah. Yeah. No, I remember as a teenager just being like, "Oh, that's a treasure." And I shot it and I was like, "Ooh, that was smart." And then I was like, "Oh fuck, it's dirty."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's yeah, introducing us some of the mechanics, and then this is the first QT right after this too.
Yeah, yeah, the
The
boulder.
boulder. Yeah, so some Ganados push a boulder at you, and you have to hit X really hard to run away from it.
Yes. And
And
Leon's
then
kind of doing a Tom Cruise run here.
yeah, it's very like the arms are really pumping type
Yeah.
of run. And then there's a at the very end you have to hit the two buttons at once to dodge out of the way
Right.
finally. So that I'm sure that got me my first playthrough just because
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. I think I forgot about that this time and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta, you know, smash these other buttons."
Yeah. Yeah, I died to a few QTEs on this part, or not this part, but during the game just because I forgot about them. So I
Sure.
set the
Yeah.
controller down to fuck around my phone and take some notes, and yeah, I looked up and it's like, oh, I'm dead. So, um, but yeah, so you know Luis is beyond the farm, so now you're kind of beyond the farm, and there's some little buildings. You gotta kill some more kind of outlier buildings. You gotta kill some more Ganados and find some more supplies. Eventually, you get to a house where there's a banging noise. And you don't know where it is. It's kind of nerve-wracking when you first go
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. It
And
is.
yeah, eventually you find somebody's locked in kind of like a standing wardrobe, and you let him out, and the man whose hands are tied behind his back and duct tape over his mouth falls out.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
And this is Luis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do you
then
remember what he says?
you rip the tape off his mouth and he says, "A little rough, don't you think?"
Yeah. So right away you get a little sense of Luis's character. He's kind of a happy-go-lucky sort of guy.
Yeah, a little roguish. He
A little
says,
roguish.
I have one very important question. Gotta smoke?"
Got gum.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Leon said.
Ugh,
So,
Leon.
yeah.
What a
I
dweeb.
I put that down because I do subscribe to the theory that Leon is a recovering nicotine addict. He used to be a smoker.
Oh, like he's like, "I have
Yeah.
nicotine gum," is what
Yeah,
you
I think
think he means?
he's either or chewing gum just to keep his mouth busy because it showed him refuse a cigarette earlier. And why would they do that unless they're telling you
They
something? And then he
they
very pointedly says, I don't have a smoke, but maybe this gum will help you.
they
So that
want him to be a role model. This is for GameCube. They're like, we can't have a protagonist that smokes.
yeah, well, he used to be a smoker and he quit.
I don't
He quit because his job's so important. He can't he can't be smoking anymore. He started smoking to get over Ada and the stress of Resident Evil 2, and then he quit. No, what it was, here's what it was. He got his new health plan through the federal government, and they're like, we're gonna surcharge you $600 if you smoke cigarettes. So he's like, fuck, I have to quit. And I quit, so he won't have to pay the surcharge.
This is like your dream. It's
My
Leon
headcanon keeps
navigating insurance.
rapidly, rapidly going further and further. They had a hard time. He tried eating more candy. They gained a little weight, so he switched to the gum. And
It was
yeah,
like Atkins diet time, right? He probably tried that.
yeah. He read The Secret. Is that the book? That's the
Yeah,
book. The
yeah.
Secret to Quitting Smoking, or there's some book that's supposed to help you
Well,
quit
it
smoking.
was just a secret, right?
Is that the Quitting Smoking book?
That's like the one with the like wax seal on the cover, right? You know what I mean?
I know there's a book called The Secret, and there's some other famous book about quitting smoking cigarettes. Are these two different books or one different book?
Maybe. See this one? Do you know this one? The
Well, that looks
secret.
like a novel of some sort.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not about quitting smoking.
Oh, okay. What's the book about quitting smoking? I swear it's like the secret to doing something.
Could it be the secret to quitting smoking?
It might just be called the secret to quitting smoking.
I don't know. Yeah.
Or, all right, I'll look this up. Oh, okay. It's called Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking.
Oh, okay.
So nothing to
Okay.
do with the secret. Yeah.
Interesting headcanon for Leon being a former smoker.
Yeah. So
He's just
anyway,
like, yeah, he's like, man, I can't get my nick fix.
I can't get my nick fixed. Well, he's sleeping around and then you smoke a cigarette afterwards.
So you also think Leon is still sleeping around.
Yeah, and he's a sex addict too. So uh, uh anyway, he does not smoke or have sex with Luis. I don't know if he would have, but he didn't have the chance because someone comes in and Luis says, "Oh, it's the big cheese." That's
Which is just
the
such a ridiculous thing to say.
yeah, and that's the it's Bitores Méndez. So it's the same chief that you found the memo for before.
Yes.
Before. Yeah, so
Yes.
Leon tries to attack him. He basically like kind of throws you and knocks you out. And then you have a little cutscene where you get injected with something.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
parasite.
Yeah, a little parasite. So that's Leon being injected with the Las Plagas by the overall boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadler.
By Sadler. Yes, so that's your first time seeing Sadler.
Yeah. Pop quiz. What is Sadler's first name?
I know this. Isn't it's not like a Spanish name.
No.
Was it an English name? Was it like
Yeah. Yeah.
Osmond Sadler? That's his name.
Yes. Yes. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Oswald Sadler, and I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, close
Um,
though. Yeah. Osmond.
yes. And then I
Yeah.
thought it was William Sadler, the actor who played the villain in Die Hard 2. And I'm like, that's not right.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Anglo-Saxon and Norse origins from
hmm,
Osmond. Yeah,
Osmond. Yeah.
Osmond. Interesting. Interesting name.
Yeah. And
But
you know he's a bad guy because he's wearing purple robes that are very ornate.
yeah. Yeah, he's wearing robes. He has kind of like an evil guy way of talking.
Yeah. So not a great guy.
Mhm.
So
Give me
yeah,
a
and
gift, says.
yeah, that's if you give somebody a gift and they're unconscious, it's probably not great.
Yeah, especially with injection. Injecting
Right.
people against their will is always that's never good.
Yeah. Thumbs
Yeah.
down.
Thumbs
Thumbs
down.
down. Well, I guess like if you're you consented to surgery and you're receiving anesthesia.
Well, that wouldn't be against your will though.
Right, right. But you
Yeah,
might be unconscious or about to be.
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Thanks. Yeah, just really, I want to get three dimensions on this thing.
Yeah, it's the tough moral choice of when your doctor should you inject people.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we wake up and we are tied up with Louise,
Hmm.
back to back, right there
Back
on the
to back.
floor. Yeah.
That's good. It would be awkward if you're tied up front to front with somebody. That would be really awkward.
Maybe there's concept art of
Yeah,
it.
I'll get to work on it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. Make a Tumblr account for that one.
Yeah. Maybe that's the key to making this podcast more popular. We'll have to start trying Luis Leon slash fiction.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could do
Yowie?
that.
Is that Yowie? I get Yowie and Yuri mixed up. I get which is which mixed up.
I don't know either of those.
Yeah, one is like gay male stuff and one is gay female stuff, but I forget which is which.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of manga type of term.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Anyway, write in. Tell us your preference. Yowie or Yuri. And explain what they are, because we're both in our late 30s and we don't know.
Nope. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Allison would know. I'll ask her. She'll know.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I'll report back.
Consult the friend of the pod.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
you get to know Luis a little bit. So you have a little conversation with him after you well, I should back up. I'm sorry. Do you want to say what happens, how we get loose?
Well, this is a little weird, right? Because we are tied up, and there's like some banter with Luis and Leon. Also, side note, Leon calls Luis Louis, which I
Yeah, he
find
always calls him Lewis. He never
weird.
says Luis. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like not, I think, how you
Yeah.
say
Even
this
after you get
person's
to know
name.
him a little bit. Yeah, he still just
Right.
Lewis.
Even when Luis dies, he's screaming his
Yeah, he
name
screams
wrong.
Lewis. Yeah.
Like, wow, you really gave a shit about this person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
He mispronounces his name during like looks to the sky and screams his name in agony and still mispronounces it. Leanne, I love you so much. You're the best.
oh God. But yeah, so this is a little confusing to me because, right, you're injected with Las Plagas, and then that like an executioner Ganado comes in with like a giant like medieval ass axe, and he's bringing it down, and then you position so that he cuts the rope that's tying you together.
Yes. And that's what gets you out.
Right, and then you kick the Ganado against the wall, and you can escape.
Yeah.
Luis
You
runs
monkey flip
off.
him and he breaks his neck, which is kind of a cool
Right.
little scene.
It is. But my question is like, what was the plan here? It was clearly to execute Luis, right? Because it wouldn't make sense to inject Leon with Las Plagas and then execute Leon.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but I guess yeah, I guess it's like it's kind of a messy way to do it because yeah, I don't know why that would be happening. But then it's also
Sure.
like I mean the Ganados are just trying to kill Luis or Leon in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
maybe
yeah, I
maybe
wouldn't
we're
call
held for a certain amount of time and then maybe he always was gonna just split us and let us go. I don't know.
maybe. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't wouldn't call this a plot hole, but I do think it's one of those things that when you're playing the game for the first time or in a playthrough, you're not totally aware of everything that's happening.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit more excusable, but I think when you consider the story and some, it doesn't totally make sense.
It doesn't, but they need to get to A to B,
Yeah,
and that's just the way they chose to do it. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah,
yeah.
then
Chat
Luis,
with Luis a little bit, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, you have a little chat with Luis, you get to know him a little bit better. He seemed a little standoffish, like he doesn't want to fully commit to you. Uh, he mentions that he was a cop. He says he was a cop in Madrid, but he quit because you risk your life for people and no one appreciates him. And then Leon at that point confides that he was a cop for one day in Raccoon City. Luis says, "Oh, and I thought I was bad about only being a cop for one day." And then they, yeah, bond a little bit over Raccoon City. And then you mentioned that you're there looking for a girl. Luis says, "The president's daughter." Leon says, "Oh, it's a bit too good for a guess." And then, yeah, Luis mentions that he overheard some of the villagers talking about the president's daughter being held in a church.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then yeah, Luis kind of fucks off after that. So you
right.
already
Yeah,
get the sense that he's kind of mysterious.
once you're free, he just kind of runs out of there.
Yep, yeah. So yeah, at this point, yeah, as far as you know, you don't know why he's there or what he's doing, what his motivation is.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the end of chapter 1-1.
Yeah, I think there's a chapter break after this. Yeah.
Yeah, which is we talked about in our last episode, just the kind of more episodic division of the game
Hmm.
as a newer feature.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can go back to the old, like you can't like from a menu select like replay a chapter, but you can go back to the old areas too. So it's just yeah, kind of a checkpointing system more than anything else. But
Right, right. So yeah. So once we kind of reorient ourselves, we exit the building we've been held captive in, and we hear a voice kind of beckon us over. We might see a little hint of a person.
yeah,
Um,
peeking through the window at you.
yeah, and so we round the corner, and it is the merchant.
Yeah, it's a merchant. I just want to mention you talked to Hunnigan too. A lot of the
Ah,
chapters
yes.
start with you talking with Hunnigan at the beginning, and Leon has a line. I was a bit tied up. He's very proud of himself.
Yeah, yeah. I like that he's like dad joke Leon before he's like dad Leon in Requiem.
Yeah, yeah, he's already doing the dad jokes. Yeah,
Right, right.
at
S-
in his
yeah.
mid-20s or however old he's supposed to be. But yeah, you meet like you mentioned, you meet the merchant at this point, and he gives you his iconic line.
Yes.
Yeah,
What are you buying?
buy it. Yeah, so he's gonna be your shop here, and he's gonna help you out and sell you stuff. And I think he mentions the blue medallions at this point too. So then you know who,
Yes.
yeah, who gave you that challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's kind of like decrepit looking. I think he's Australian. I love that. I think I said this last time. The game doesn't explain him at all or why
No,
he's there.
yeah,
He's
it's
just
great.
like there. Um, Very comforting though, especially like in a setting that's like very overwhelming. In this kind of environment, like somebody who's a friendly is great.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have him here. Makes you feel less alone.
Yeah, yeah. It's like on my desk, I just have a photo of the merchant,
Yeah,
and I'm
just
like,
the yeah,
ah,
the
I
little
feel less
merchant
alone.
plushie that you sleep with.
Oh
Yeah,
God, oh, merchant plushie. Oh,
merchant
he's like
plushie.
an arms dealer though too. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, do you think
it'd
that
be
probably
cute though.
exists, right?
Yeah,
Arms dealer plushie, not the
yeah.
merchant, but
Oh, just a general arms dealer.
yeah.
An arms dealer based on like war. What was that movie with the a big part of this podcast is me trying to remember what things are called. Was it
I
War
think.
Dogs with it was a Todd
Oh,
Phillips movie where
oh
they were
God,
armed
yeah.
smugglers? Yeah, fucking what's his
Oh,
face?
Jonah Hill and
Jonah
Miles
Hill.
Teller.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Lord of War with Nicolas
Oh, Lord of
Cage.
War. That'd be a better one. Yeah.
Yeah,
The Lord
yeah.
of War series. Yeah.
Right. Like people are like, is this God of War? And they're like, no.
No, it's totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not quite.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully there are no arms dealer plushies out
Yeah.
there.
Kratos, he's a little bit of an arms dealer. And they use his arms to deal out punishment. That's a little bit of a stretch. That sucked. That was really bad.
I liked it. I thought that was good. I thought that was good.
I had it coming
Like
together in my head. I was like, should I say this? I'm like, you should say it. And then I started saying it halfway through. I was like, oh no, this isn't good.
I thought
Anyway,
it was good. I did.
thank you.
It's not just a sympathy
A
process.
sympathy chuckle. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we exit. You can trade with the merchant, and by trade I mean buy and sell.
Yep. Tell
Um,
your dirty pocket watch, your filth
yep,
encrusted pocket watch.
yep. I feel like whenever I was trying to sell him stuff, I like fucked up the like input, and he would always just say, "Not enough cash, not enough cash, not enough
Not enough
cash."
gosh,
Yeah,
stranger.
just like over and over because I would like think I hit the input right and I didn't, so I just like made him like talk over himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so we're in a cool area now.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love this area. And
yeah,
it's nice
very
that the
cool.
merchant was there so you can buy some guns. You can upgrade your guns too from him. But yeah, this is you were mentioning this a little bit earlier, but this is very cool. You're in like this canyon area with like
Yeah,
scaffolding over.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I just wondered, like, how did they build this? Like, it's like a canyon, but there's like rope bridges across,
Yeah, rope bridges. Yeah.
and it's like pretty far down. Like you can't see the bottom. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a fun area because you can buy the rifle from the merchant, so
Yes.
it's teaching you long distance
Yeah, you can snipe
weaponry.
people. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
yeah,
is cool.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's
So
yeah, neat. It's a neat area. It's great. I almost wish they would have put this in like the mercenaries mini game as an area. That would have been fun.
yeah, yeah. It's a very like yeah. I guess I don't know how else to describe it. Mercenaries appropriate, like lots of ways in and around things, climbing into buildings and
Yeah.
on top of them, and
Yeah,
you
you can
know,
take advantage of your surroundings. There's some exploding barrels too that you can use. So exploding barrels are back, but it's so much easier
yep.
to game, but they're actually useful in this game.
Right, right.
Three.
Yeah. You know what they are now,
Yeah, yeah. They're just the classic red barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are that's the OSHA of Resident Evil World.
Mm,
If you have a
hmm.
barrel that's gonna explode, it has to be painted red, so people know to look for.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like there's like a, yeah, like interdimensional OSHA between video games, right? They're like,
Mhm.
we've mandated it in all circumstances.
Yeah,
Barrels are
and you have to
red.
have yellow paint to show you the way to go, and yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
So I
cool.
think after this area, we keep going. and we run into Mendez again.
Yeah, yep, yeah. You keep rolling, and then you get to a house, like a house that looks a lot nicer than the houses you've used before. And you can go inside and kind of look around. You remark that, people are somewhat civilized that live here because there's a toilet and there's books and things like that. And then eventually you meet Mendez. There's a little cutscene.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
He's
and oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say he remarks that you have the same blood as them, but threatens that if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you will face consequences.
And I think that as a game player, and I think even as a young game player, I think I was like, I understand what's happening. Like you are clearly injected with Las Plagas, that's why you have the same blood.
Yeah.
I don't think the game tries to make it a super mystery. I think it's framed a little mysteriously, but it's pretty clear.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, as a game player, yeah, you kind of know what he means. Leon says, same blood. But
Right. Yeah. And so, one of the questions I had here, right, when you're in the house with Mendez, and I think I should note that there is some tension between Mendez and Sadler that we see in a cutscene, right? I think um, Mendez is unclear as to why he's not able to kill Leon.
hmm
And Sadler's like, he has a larger purpose. So
Yeah.
I think we're beginning to see hierarchies
Yeah.
in the village, right? Like the village chief is not privy to all of it.
hmm Yeah.
He's a commoner ultimately.
Yeah, 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 and he's also Las Plagas infected, but certain people they either and it never explains it, but either through the type of Las Plagas, or maybe there's a special ritual, or somehow some people are able to be infected with Las Plagas and retain, get super strength and things like that, but turn into a giant monster at times. But they retain their faculties; they can still reason
Right.
and speak, and yeah, so plan.
Right. Right. My question though is if I mean, and I know this from a gameplay perspective why this is the case, but if Sadler does not want Mendez to kill Leon, then why doesn't Mendez order the Ganado not to kill Leon?
So I think the answer to that, and again, we're getting a little bit into it's a video game, so you have to accept it type of
Yeah.
area. But I think you can make it make sense in that it's going to take some time for the Lost Plagas to hatch for Leon. So Sadler knows that Leon's not going to be killed by the Ganados because he's Leon, he rocks. But the
Okay.
Ganados
Yeah.
are there to slow him down. So the idea is that your Sadler is slowing Leon down by throwing
Okay.
waves of enemies at him. They're basically like cannon fodder for Leon, so the Lost Plagas have time to mature and hatch in his body so they can use him as a slave.
That's interesting.
That's how
Yeah.
I would explain it if I had.
Yeah. And if true, very duplicitous. Like he's just like, well, all of these Ganado are pawns,
Yeah.
which
Well,
is
he has
his whole
a
point. Yeah.
very, very low opinion of everyone but him, basically, is yeah, just there to serve his goals. So
Yeah. I
yeah.
think my favorite
Very
part of
much an evil mastermind.
my favorite part of that theory is Sadler being like thinking of Leon and being like, this guy fucks.
Yeah. Sadler's really impressed by Leon.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's
That's fun.
amazing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, plus for the ultimate plan, it would be more useful if Leon brought Ashley back.
yes,
Yeah, that
yes,
Ashley just shows up on her own. So yeah. So I think
right,
that's too. Yeah. When I
yeah.
was a kid, I would always wonder about that. Like there'd be like an evil mastermind and he'd have all his goons. And then he like wouldn't care about him at all. Like they'd always get killed. And I was like, who would work for this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was weird.
yeah. It is weird, right? I mean, you would think that ultimately, at the end of the day, if you are made to feel expendable, your loyalties are
Yeah.
not
Maybe that's
with,
why these organizations never seem to succeed.
yeah,
They have a bad corporate culture.
yeah,
Yeah.
capitalism,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. They need more fun in their workplace. They need
right,
a wellness coordinator. They need incentives to go stretch their legs, maybe
yeah.
free gym membership.
Here's our socialist wellness coordinator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Potlucks, weekly potlucks. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I We could use AI to make a Ganado potluck.
I could make a better Ganado potluck than AI could.
I
That'd be
agree.
all rotten meat. Yeah, just much. That's mostly what you see is
Mm.
rotting meat and rotting food, maggots, that kind of thing seems to be what they like to eat.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of grossness and Ganado, I just found it a nice detail but disturbing that they still move after they're decapitated in this
Oh,
game.
really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
If you blow out their head, they keep walking for a few
yeah,
steps.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a unnerving touch
it is
that I
very
think,
unnerving. Yeah,
yeah, showcases the kind of how far graphically the series has come. I think there was maybe a little bit of that in Remake, but it feels more disturbing here.
yeah, yeah, and kind of highlights too the lack of humanity. They're more, yeah, kind of automatons in a way, almost like biological automatons. Well, yeah, we'll still keep trying to go after their goal, even after their head's blown off.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's a nice touch. I like it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is where I saw the chainsaw guy was outside of Mendez's house.
For the first time.
Yeah, for the first time. Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, yeah. For me, I was like, I already did this, you know.
Yeah, because so you saw him too. He's programmed after Mendez's house.
Yes,
There's the second
yeah,
time for you. Okay,
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, did you kill him?
I did. Yeah, I got decapitated once because I wanted to see the cutscene. That's the other cool thing about this game is the death animations are really cool.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, he just like fucking like chops your head off. It's really really violent.
It really is. It's very disturbing. And to see
Yeah,
like the protagonist like dispatched so graphically, it's like, whoa,
yeah, it's really intense. And then I learned that scene is actually not in the Japanese version.
interesting.
For censorship reasons, yeah, the and regions for that matter. The explanation I saw was like it got me to laugh. It's like, well, decapitation is illegal in Japan. Oh yeah, not like America where you can decapitate anyone you want. So
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. Or it's just like, well, you can't just like commit mass murder either in Japan,
yeah,
which you do in this game.
yeah. So, but yeah, that sounds interesting. Maybe that's like a yeah cultural thing where
Yeah.
yeah, decapitation is not. I assume they don't execute people by decapitation in Japan. So
I don't think so. Yeah, I
no.
don't think that's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they from what I understand they have the death penalty, but it's only used for like serial killers basically. Like you have to be
Hmm.
yeah, like a mass murderer before that's on the table. So
Interesting. Hmm.
I was reading about that when the guy that shot Abe
Oh
because
yeah.
he got life in prison and yeah, the article I read was said that yeah, basically there is the death penalty, but it wouldn't be on the table for this sort of thing. So that's the thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but
Interesting. Yeah. Is this the first of many episodes in which Shinzo Abe will be mentioned?
yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Well, maybe his assassin.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I don't like Shinzo Abe. I'm on the assassin side for that one. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so uh
Yeah. What are we doing now? We're trying to
yeah.
get to the church.
We're trying to get to the church. Real quick, and we can cut this. And also in the trial, it said how much money his mom gave. Because that's why I was mad at Abe, was like the guy who killed
Oh,
his mom gave all that money to the Moonies. That was like $600,000. I was like, ah, damn, that's a lot of money.
that is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
remember that. Didn't he 3D printed the gun, right?
yeah, he made the gun. It was pretty cool. It was like this
Yeah.
homemade thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Which is like scary, but like
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
should tamp
Yeah.
down my praise for Assassins. I'm gonna get
You're just
delisted.
like, eh.
But
Yeah.
follow
Um,
your laws. Follow your local laws. Don't decapitate people. Don't shoot your prime minister.
shout out
This is
to
for entertainment only, this podcast.
right. Shout out to our first episode where he said, "Hold on to your spleen."
Hold on to your spleen.
Yep, the spleen is not an expendable organ.
Yeah.
Filters your blood.
This is our to-do list. Number one, hold on to your spleen. Number two, don't decapitate anyone.
I like our to-do list is what not to do.
What not to do. Do's and don'ts. Hot zombie
Do's and
summer,
don'ts.
do's and
Yeah,
don'ts.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
Fun.
It would make no
When we get
fucking
to our
sense.
5-year anniversary, that'll be our
Like
celebration.
all we have for you is a list of do's and don'ts that
Do's and
most
don'ts.
people abide by. Yeah, they're like, oh, well,
All don'ts.
I wasn't looking to offload my
Yeah.
spleen.
Most people. All right. I have drilled this enough. Tell me about the church.
The church. Should we spend a lot of licensed, I was gonna say licensed money. Should we spend a lot of money to get the license rights to Take Me to Church by, uh, I never know how to say this. Hoser?
Oh, I was gonna say I've heard that song, but I can't remember
Yeah,
who sings it.
right. Take me
Sure,
to
yeah.
church, dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna find Ashley there, and she's locked in. Yeah. Anyway, we have to go to the church to get Ashley. Are we have to traverse a graveyard where there's Ganado. That's a thing. We get to the front of the church. It's locked, and we
It's
need
locked.
a big ass key.
You need a big key. There's also a little
Yes.
puzzle here because there's a little contraption in the back and says the talks about the dead ringers. It's like the symbols of the dead
Yeah.
ringers. Yeah, and then you have
Yes.
to go. The puzzle is you have to go back to the graveyard and look at the graves that are two gravestones conjoined or conjoined, but set together, and those
Yes.
are the graves of twins.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they are all like almost like the Los Illuminados symbol
yeah. There's little symbols on them. So
variants. Yeah. And so you have to punch those into this like stone wheel, but you can only turn the wheel in
reason.
3 to 4, yeah, turn
Yeah.
increments, which is strange construction.
It took
I
me a
thought
long
this,
time when I was a kid.
yeah, yeah,
And I tried again now. I was like, oh, that's pretty easy. But I remember when I was, yeah, like 15 or whenever I was playing this game, I was like, oh, this is hard. So,
yeah. You just got to brute force it. You're just like, if
yeah,
I do it enough, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That's such a
but yeah,
cool name for twins. Dead Ringers. I like it. I wonder if that's a Cronenberg reference to that movie.
mm,
Yeah,
interesting.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Because I feel like we'll get into it later, but I feel like there's like some Carpenter DNA in
Yeah,
this,
definitely.
this
Yeah,
game. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, wait, why do we do this puzzle again?
You just get something. You get like a heart
Oh,
or something. It's just for a treasure, so it's
right, right.
optional. But I just wanted to mention
It's
it because I thought it was kind of neat that there's optional puzzles just for bonuses.
That's true. Yeah. And I feel like this is one of the first kind of major puzzles in the game.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So puzzles a little bit more backgrounded this time.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, now our new we still need to get in the church, but we're gonna have to take a detour through a swamp area.
Through a swamp, right? And we
Yeah.
are told that we have to find a key that rests across the lake to get to the church.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. So I have to go across the lake. So you fight through this little swamp area. It's pretty cool. There's also snakes in this game that
Yes,
attack you.
yes,
And
they're often hiding in boxes.
yeah, oftentimes in boxes. Also in the little swamp, there's snakes. And if you shoot them, they leave an egg behind.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then you can use
Um,
it to gain a little bit of health.
and did you shoot or hunt any fish in this game?
I did not. I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, you
Okay.
can kill fish too. And then do they just give
Yeah.
you health, or can you sell them, or you sell them, right?
You can do either. They
Oh,
do give
okay.
you health, and I wrote in my notes, this is my favorite game where I kill fish and stuff them in my briefcase.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. So
Yeah.
technically, there's a fishing mini game.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
technically.
guess,
I mean,
yeah,
you're
you're
fishing
not
with a gun, but
right.
that's fishing.
That's my favorite way to fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So yeah, they're really big and they take up a lot of space, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, maybe not right away. Um, but yeah, once your inventory expands, you can fit some fish in there. Fit some dead fish in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get down to the lake and we see from far away that some Ganado have the other dead police officer from the beginning of the game, and they throw slash heave his body into the water, and this giant monster, this kind of uh, big ass sea creature kind of comes up to the surface and eats his body.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
classic lake monster.
yeah, which is like watching it for the first time was like, oh my gosh,
It's
wow.
cool, yeah. Yeah, and the
Yeah,
wave
very
comes up
cool.
and almost like capsizes their boat and
Yeah. And it just, I think, gives a broader sense of scope and scale to the game because I think like accepting Alexia, which I think at this point Capcom is kind of like, Code Veronica, like we haven't gotten enemies that are like giant, right? Like that are like really big. I guess like Birkin.
Yeah. This is like a whole nother level though.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
is.
yeah, huge. And this is a big set piece boss fight. So it kind of I like that too because heretofore we've been the bosses are all pretty similar. Like you run corner to corner and unload on them when you can.
Yep.
And this has like a whole new system where you're once you back up a little bit. So you see this first, and then you go down to the lake and you need to cross it to get across. So there's a little motorboat, and of course, as you're motoring across, Del Lago comes in, tips you over.
Right. Very Jaws style. You get a point of view
Style.
shot of Delago approaching the boat. Um, it is weird. Delago is a weird name, right? Because that just means of the lake.
Of the lake, yeah. Well, and this is like a mythical creature for them too, because there is a memo you find that kind of foreshadows this, where it talks
Hmm.
about waking Del Lago.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Um, but yeah, and it's kind of a giant salamander. It says in the wiki,
Yep.
which I can see
Yeah.
that it's got like little arms. That
Yeah.
swims fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the boss fight it drags you around the boat, so there's like a rope that's tied, and then you have to throw harpoons at it.
Right.
That's the whole fight.
Infinite harpoons.
Yeah, you have infinite harpoons. Infinite harpoon technology is on this
I mean,
little
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
neat.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. It's a really fun boss fight because you're being pulled. It's like very set piecey, like you said, but like you're also having to like steer clear of like debris and trees. And you can get knocked out of your boat,
you can get knocked out of your boat, and then you have to press X to swim back, because
like
otherwise
really
the camera
fast.
will. Yeah, it's dramatic because you can see the camera will change to represent Leon swimming towards the boat, and then you can see Del Lago coming in behind you.
Yeah.
And I think it's a instant kill if he catches you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Did you get eaten during this fight?
no, I made it through okay.
Okay.
It's not too hard, at least on repeat playthroughs. But yeah, it says the actual memo I did look it up. It says uh, there's a key beyond the lake, but it should be safe now that the Del Lago has been awakened by our Lord. No one will get across the lake alive. And then he also says in that same memo, the same blood courses through the agent's vein, agent being Leon. It'll just be a matter of time before he joins us. Once he does, there'll be no one else left that will come looking for the girl. So just
Yeah.
that's a weird assumption.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the president of the United States is like, well, I sent my guy and he
Yeah.
didn't
Leon
succeed.
disappeared.
So, oh
Yeah.
well.
We won't send anyone
Yeah,
else looking for him. Leon and two police officers disappeared. Nothing to see here.
right, right. And I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but I just find it funny to imagine like people in the village writing these memos. They're just like, well, should I write this? And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. And they're like, oh, I guess we just didn't think of somebody else finding it.
Yeah. And there's like
Uh,
left flying around. Yeah.
Right. They're
It's
just like,
pretty funny.
the key is over here, but we all know that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess the Ganados are reading this. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It tells us. But the other
Yeah.
little tip in there, it talks about Luis stealing something from them. And
Yes.
they need to find Luis. He's more important to find than Leon because he stole something for us. And if we get back, unless we get back, the girl will become useless to us. We must get back to execute our plan to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that Lago fight, I like it.
I like
It
it. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a really memorable scene in the game.
Yeah. And it also feels very arcadey. Like this is essentially just a on rails shooter when you're
Yeah.
being dragged around and infinite ammo to throw at Del Lago.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
cool.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it is really interesting that this game is just doing something entirely differently, right? Like, I think when I was a kid, House of the Dead and like Resident Evil felt very opposed. One was adventure and mysterious and scary. The other was like, I don't know, like a B movie, right? And
Hmm.
actiony and on rails. And so it's just interesting to see the four kind of borrow some of those other
Yeah,
traditions.
some of the tropes. So yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a
yeah,
cool. I like it. It's a cool first fight, and again, it signals that you won't be doing the usual Resident Evil stuff in this game.
right.
Not that you've
Yeah,
done so far. There's new
yeah,
Resident Evil stuff you'll be doing.
that's right.
Yeah.
New stuff like when you get to the other side of the lake, you get the key. Leon coughs blood and passes out.
Yeah, he coughs up blood and passes out. And then that's the end of the chapter. They use this as kind of a break to turn to night. So we have
Yeah,
new atmosphere too, because when you wake up, it's night. Hunnigan radios. She's been trying to get hold of you. So it's been 6 hours, and she was starting to get worried. Leon said, "Don't you mean lonely?" So
God, jeez.
he's
Well,
and he seems very nonplussed about losing consciousness. Like he's like, I felt dizzy and passed out. I seem to be fine now.
yeah,
Which
right. It's
I
like,
guess he's not. He can't really go to the hospital, so he's got to do what he's got to do. But
I guess. But
yeah,
yeah, he's not particularly concerned. He passed out for 6 hours.
yeah, for 6 hours. So I suppose he would be pretty tired. So it's probably a nice nap after the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Lago fight.
that's true.
Yeah.
So we need to get back to the church because this is where Ashley is being held, where we've received that intel. It is night. It is raining. There's some cool atmospheric stuff happening with like torches um, in the rain, just kind of posted alongside the village. And so we go back the way we came, and we go through an area that we had gone through on our way down to the lakeside. This is an area with like giant wooden gates, and we would not be wrong to think that there's probably something behind those gates. I
Yes.
believe the first time we pass through, we can hear some growling, and that is El Gigante, who this time when we come in bursts through the door, or rather is, I believe, ushered out by the Ganado, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool cutscene. He's kind of like tied up, and they're trying to pull him into the sort of battle arena, and then he swats aside a look at Ganados and screams in rage. He's a big
Right.
boy. He's a big dude, big fella.
Yeah. And like I'm trying to think like what like is the kind of visual comparison? I mean, he looks like a troll.
He's like a troll ogre thing.
Yeah, like
Probably like
bald and
yeah, like 30 feet
yeah.
tall if Leon's about 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
So
big.
quite big. His pants are still on, which I think is funny
Yeah, he
because
still has
they
pants, like kind of Incredible Hulk, like jorts, jorts on.
right, right. So they can't have El Gigante
Yeah, you
hang
don't want his
dong,
dong swinging around. Yeah,
but that would be more accurate.
yeah. Well, they'd
Capcom
have to put that on the list too, along with smoking,
smoking
smoking and
and
giant dongs. That is, yeah,
rated M for smoking and giant
and
dongs.
giant dongs. Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, El Gigante, cool character design, has kind of a broken rope around his neck. Very angry, wants to kill you. I think even killed some of the Ganado that brought him out.
yeah, yeah, he kind of swats him aside. He's filled with rage. You do find another memo that foreshadows this too, because you find an anonymous letter is the name of the file. It tells you
Yes.
there's an important item hidden in the falls. If you're able to get it, you might be able to get Ashley out of the church. But the road to the church is a walk in the park. They've deployed what's called an El Gigante. So God bless. Bad um grammar in El Gigante and
Mm,
the giant, but
yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah. Mm,
We'll forgive
yeah.
whoever could
Yeah.
have written this letter.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah. Rhymes with buoys?
Oh, I just assumed it was Ada
Oh.
that wrote
Well,
it.
we don't know Ada's involved yet, right?
Well, you do because there's a hidden an optional scene when you first meet Mendez. If you walk back in, he grabs you again, and then Ada. You
Oh.
see someone in a red dress shoot him in the back, and that like distracts him. He jumps out the window.
So I totally missed that scene.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
you kind of had a hint that someone, and you had the hint that there's a third party involved too.
Right, right.
So just
Okay.
when it's kind of looking at it, but yeah, I assumed it was Ada just because it does say anonymous, and we've already met Luis. We haven't officially met Ada yet, but
That makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we've got this El Gigante fight, and what did you think of this?
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. This is more a traditional fight where you just have to shoot him. Most vulnerable in the head. And then if you shoot him enough, he falls to his knees, screams in pain, and a big like worm looking thing pops off his back.
Which is gross. It's so
It's
gross.
it's gross, but it's cool. And these are like the Lost Plagas. When they fully mature, they start turning into like these they can turn these giant worms. And you have to scale him and chop at him with your knife. Chop at the
Right.
worm with your knife is how you ultimately kill him. I think three
Right.
times,
Three
three kind of
times.
fall down.
Yeah.
It's a challenging fight. It gives you a lot of ammo, and I used almost all my ammo on it. That's
Interesting. I thought this was a very easy fight, and
really.
I didn't need to collect ammo in the little huts to do it.
Oh, I did. I went back and collected them afterwards, just
Yeah.
'cause I wanted to focus on it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fun. I thought it was
Yeah.
yeah challenging, but not to a degree where it's frustrating. This is also where the dog comes back. If you rescued the dog earlier.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He attacks El Gigante.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you hear a howl and it's night. So the wolf is well, I'll call it a wolf for this purpose. The wolf is like standing on a rock howling at the moon, and then Leon goes, "Hey, it's that dog," which always makes me laugh. And yeah, the dog kind of will distract El Gigante, so make the draws him aggro from you. Eventually, El Gigante like swats the dog aside and whimpers.
Yeah.
So I was worried the dog died, but he doesn't die.
He doesn't die.
Yeah,
No. No. He's okay.
he's
Yeah.
good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice of him to try to help you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
thinks you.
yeah, very, how should I say this? What's a word for like owing somebody in return?
Reciprocal,
A reciprocal dog.
a reciprocal arrangement. Yeah. You can have a bear trap. I'll help you fight a giant.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's more
yeah.
barter economy, just like Code Veronica. It's
Right, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, the dog slash wolf is great. Helps us defeat the giant. And then we make our way back to the church and we get in there. The
yeah. We
church is
got
cool.
the yeah we got the key from behind the waterfall, so we can go back and get through the front door now to
Yeah,
rescue Ashley.
yeah. And I will say this that this is to me, this is like such Resident Evil logic, right? We keep this key to the church like across a lake under a waterfall. I think it makes sense in this game because this is like a cult, right? We can kind of hand wave that away.
Yeah,
That they would do that. It's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. As opposed to like a city where people live.
yeah, yeah. We're not in Raccoon City. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. So yeah, we go in the church. We have to, I believe, fight a few enemies, some monks,
Monks.
who
We get
are,
introduced to the dog slash wolf enemies here too. So there's we met the nice wolf, and then we meet mean wolves that attack us.
yeah, in Spanish that would be Pero Malo. Yeah,
Yeah,
bad
or
dog.
Lobos Malo.
Yeah, bad wolves.
Bad
Yeah,
wolves. Bad
yeah.
wolves.
It's like kind of not their fault.
Lobos Solos, the lone wolves.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but if they're plural, then they're not lone.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
that's okay. I thought maybe you were just like you're like my Spanish is bad.
Yeah, my Spanish is bad. Did I tell you the time a little girl saw Wendolyn and asked me if it was a wolf? It was very cute.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
it was very, very cute. She was like
Did
4 years
she?
old, and yeah, in Spanish, she said, "Hi, Lobo." Yeah, it was very, very adorable. And
Is
I
this the?
told her, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, then I told her no, and she visibly relaxed and I wanted to pet her. But yeah,
Oh,
it was cute. So yeah.
is this the little girl who then grabbed her vagina?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Did that happen? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. You said that like some little girl was like petting Gwendolyn, and she like grabbed her vagina, and Gwendolyn was like,
Oh. Oh. No, I think it was that girl. That must have been a different group of kids. So kids
okay.
always liked Gwendolyn. She liked kids too. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, speaking of dogs, I just you have a puzzle. All right, we're gonna get back on track. We get to the church, we go in, and everything's kind of locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally there's iron gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to do a puzzle involving rotating a like oh, what's it called? Like a projector, like a colored projector.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
rotate it to make it match up to make the Los Illuminados symbol,
Out of
basically.
stained glass.
Yeah, it's like a stained glass window type of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
This,
that's how you basically unlock it. And then you can basically, yeah, you meet up with Ashley and you're gonna try to escape.
yes.
Yeah,
And she's clearly very scared. She doesn't recognize Leon or know who he is. She's not
yeah,
sure what
yeah,
his role is here.
yeah, yeah. So she tries to defend herself, and then yeah, you say, "No, I'm here to help you," and you try to get out. You're about to leave, and Sadler pops in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh man, Osmond.
yeah, Osmond. So this is where he starts. You allude to kind of the geopolitical sort of undertones in the game. So he tells you his plan basically, and he's an anti-imperialist because he says, "No longer will the United States police the world forever." And then he's basically says, "Yeah, my plan is I'm going to I infected Ashley with Las Plagas. I'm going to send her back to the United States." And he's also going to try to ransom her too. He says he needs money to fund his operation.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, right? Like he's like, I have this like master plan. He's like, but I do need some money.
I do need some money too. Yeah, he says it takes a lot of money to for the upkeep on this church or something like that is what he says. Yeah. So that's kind of fun.
I I would have loved to see in the 2023 remake, like this would be anachronistic, but a like Kickstarter memo from
Yeah.
Sadler.
Our GoFundMe has failed, so we need
Yeah, he's just like,
we're on
hey
to plan
gang,
B.
yeah, we're trying to kickstart this thing. I know this is usually for board games and shit, but like I'm trying to like infect the president's daughter and
Oh,
like
just
I need your
yeah, and you get an early release of the next
right.
Las Plagas. Yeah.
Right, yeah, yeah. If you donate $50,000,
Yeah,
you
we'll
get
infect you.
like a
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, 100K, like I'll shout you out on my Instagram account.
Yeah.
That would make no sense in 2004.
Four.
Is that when this game takes place?
Yeah, I think it takes place in 2004. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because it says it's 6 years after RE2, which was in
yes.
1998. Yeah.
Yeah.
In real world and in Resident Evil world, it was 1998.
Right,
Uh,
right.
yeah. Leon did have one funny line to Sadler where he yells, "Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler." I get what he means. He kind of means that like money corrupts religion, but it's a weird way to phrase it.
Right. And also
Yeah.
like Sadler's, I mean, he's a cult leader, but it's like it's not really a religion.
I mean, they call it a religion, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah, yeah,
Am I being insensitive here by saying Los Illuminados is not actually a religion?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
They're
Los
like we're
Alamados a protected class, or yeah,
yeah, yeah. That was like our faith listeners will write in. They're like,
yeah,
we're boycotting you now.
yeah. I can't
Um,
imagine. It seems not to be too closely related to the religions. I mean, they use a church and they sort of appropriate some of the Christian imagery, but
yeah,
yeah, it does not seem to be an Abrahamic religion.
I
Mm,
don't think so.
yeah.
I had a note, this is related to Sadler, but I had a note in my playthrough that if this was to be a movie, I think Udo Kier would have been a fantastic Sadler.
Yeah, I looked it up and I agree. I think that would be
Yeah,
a good casting. Yeah,
yeah, he's got that kind of like,
character actor.
yeah, sleazy German vibe. Uh, R.I.P. Udo Kier.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, then you escape by jumping out the window with Ashley, and then there's another kind of chapter break.
Yes. And I think that makes sense for the context, jumping out the window, but I'm like, they're pretty high up. They're jumping through glass. She's got no pants on. She's just wearing a skirt. I'm like,
Yes,
that's
that's great.
pretty intense.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. And now you have Ashley with you. So that's throws a wrench into things. She can be hurt, she can die. You can heal her. If she dies, it's game over. And if a Ganado grabs her and walks off with her, that's also a game over.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is where, to me, Zero becomes more relevant is the kind of the stripped down like partner system from that game is kind of present here.
Yeah, because you can have her follow you or stay put. So depending on what
Right.
you're doing, you can either have her yeah, stay out of danger, but then the tough part for that, I should get closer to Mike, sorry. You can have her stay out of danger, but the tough part of that is then she can be grabbed easier, and you might be further away from her to go save her, or you can have her close, but then if the Ganados get close, they can attack her and harm her.
Right.
And she
You
does
can
not have
also
nearly as much health as Leon, so 2 or 3 hits, and she's pretty much done.
yes. And later on, I think you can have her jump in a dumpster.
Yeah, there are some places where you can have her hide. Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
hide.
Yeah.
Usually in a dumpster. So
Yeah. I
like, hey, I
should
know your
say
presence daughter. Just hop in this dumpster for a few
right,
minutes.
right. And it's always like dumpsters. It's not like anything else. It's just like,
Yeah, they clearly
well,
just
this
made like
is
one asset for it, yeah, and one animation for it. But
right, right. Yeah. So,
nice tip if you're playing this game. If you have a single green herb, save that for Ashley because she,
mm,
yeah, any healing item will heal her to full health. So you could keep a single green herb on hand to use for Ashley. Whereas Leon, that'll just restore 25% of his health.
right. Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. So yeah, we are now trying to escape the village with Ashley.
Yep. So we're trying to escape with Ashley. There's at this point we've kind of have a good handle on the combat of the game. So there's some more combat on the way to another big sequence, which is the cabin defense sequence. This is another famous sort of I have to stop saying sequence. Famous set piece in
Oh
the
yeah, sequence is fine. Yeah, yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about the meeting between Louise and Ashley?
Yeah, so you basically you're being followed by this huge horde of Ganados. And Leon knows kind of a little cabin, and he says, "Well, let's go in there." And well, no, I'm sorry that Luis calls you over, right? Because he's already in the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luis calls you over. Okay, so yeah, you're being pursued by this big group of Ganados, and yeah, Luis sees you. He's in a little cabin, and he calls you over. Then you barricade yourselves inside, and there's a little cutscene where Luis meets Ashley. And this is a famous slash infamous line from Luis when he sees Ashley for the first time.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
way that you're pausing and setting it up makes me think you want me to say it.
Yeah. Do you want to say it?
Okay. Yeah, I'll say it. So, yeah, Luis says, "Oh, this must be the president's daughter." And you already know that there's something wrong because before he says this line, the camera's hovering on Ashley's chest.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
notice that. Yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
does.
And then he says, she's been equipped with ballistics.
Oh, he can't. Okay. He
Yeah.
says, I see the president has equipped his daughter with ballistics.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
is
Yeah.
what he
I
says.
I knew
So
if I dogged it, then you would say
yeah,
it.
have to jump in. So I think it's all I'm gonna give Leon. I'm Leon. I'm gonna give Luis a pass. They took this on the remake, rightfully so. But it's funny because again, it's such an odd pocket thing to say. Like,
What a fucking bizarre thing to
well,
say.
and the I guess the implication is that like the president of the United States got his daughter breast implants. It's like
What?
the
No, that's
implication.
not that's not the
Well, he
implication.
says
No way.
he equipped her with
I
ballistics.
know, but that's it's just like he's
I mean, I'm
okay.
following the joke to its logical conclusion, but it's like, what a
That's
weird thing
like
to say.
I don't yeah, but that literal conclusion makes no sense. Why would the president do that?
Well,
She's an
exactly. That's why it's
adult.
funny. That's
She's
why it's funny.
I don't okay,
Yeah.
that is funny. I never read it that way.
Ashley objection. She says rude. So stands
Which
up
is
for
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
guess
then
yeah.
Leon says, "Don't worry, she's cool." Like he's buying tickets. Like, he's like, "Who's this?" Oh, don't worry, she's cool. Yeah, we can.
She's cool, yeah.
Yeah, we can do
Um,
coke in front of her. Don't worry.
I think, I guess if I'm unnecessarily breaking down how I understood what Luis was saying, he was like, this doesn't make sense either. The president has great
Genetics.
genetics.
I
Yeah. And
guess the first lady maybe has.
Barbara
Yeah.
Graham
I guess I don't know enough about breast size to know if it's. Yeah, I don't know. We'll
to
have to
know if it's
the Punnett the what are the squares? The Punnett squares?
Punnett.
Punnett squares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a recessive trait on the paternal side for large breasts? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just weird. I mean, I guess Luis is stressed and horny.
I think he just has a baseline horniness to him. Like he's one of those guys, he's always like a little horny, you know?
Hmm. Like he's always
Yeah.
got a chub.
He's always at like half mast. Like he's ready to go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if any point if Ashley was like, hey, you wanna he'd be like, yeah, sure. So yeah. Yeah.
Ugh. Another reason I don't like Luis.
Oh, that is sex positive.
I don't think he's sex positive.
I don't think it's sex positive. Considering he met a woman, the first thing he did was start harassing her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
cool. I'm not saying yeah.
Especially when like they're about to be like potentially murdered.
Yeah, they're about to be murdered by Ganados. And it's like, hey,
Yeah.
looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking good. Ash.
Yeah.
Ash.
What did you think of this scene?
I love it. It's great. You
Yeah.
can push bookshelves over the windows to delay it, but
Yeah.
it's another time we have to uh survive for a certain amount, but the zombies are much more aggressive, and you have to stay inside. So the zombies are bust through the windows. You have to run back and forth and kill them either before they come in or as they're coming in. Pretty challenging. Eventually, you go upstairs. Zombies are trying to climb up the windows with ladders. You can knock the ladders down, and yeah, you just have to survive until eventually. Do they just what happens? Now I can't remember
I
again.
think they just
They just kind of stop.
leave.
Yeah. Eventually, they just
Yeah.
kind of leave. They get discouraged, I guess, or enough of them have died that they go to regroup.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is a really great defense kind of gameplay sequence, which again, like I don't think was really something we could have done in previous Resident Evils.
No, there's a lot of enemies on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we talked
Yeah.
about too, they were, very impressed with having like I forget if it's 6 or 7 zombies on the screen, and
Yeah.
this you have like dozens of zombies on the screen at once coming after you. So it makes good use of the next gen powered up hardware.
Right. And can you imagine doing this with tank controls or like fixed camera angles?
Oh my God, it'd be horrible. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is really cool. And you get some more weapons. You get, I think around this time, you've had grenades before, but you can really using grenades here makes things a lot easier because you're in a
Yes.
tight space, so you can wipe out a couple at once. But yeah, and you can have friendlies
Yes.
here too. Because uh, if you
You
can
know,
shoot Luis in this game,
you can shoot geese.
you can shoot Luis.
Oh, Luis. Luis.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. And then if you
Yeah.
shoot him enough, he turns on you and kills you, which I
Oh,
didn't know.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know
Oh,
that. That was one of
that's
those like,
funny.
do you know YouTube videos? But yeah, if you shoot him too much, that's another fail state if you shoot Luis too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I like
Yeah.
that.
And
I
Ashley's
like
here with you
that.
too, so she can get carried off. So you have to make sure she's safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is a really great set piece. The fact that it's at night is scary. The Ganados have torches,
Yeah.
very atmospheric. Yeah, you feel really trapped.
Yeah, it's very high tension, high stress. It's great. It rocks. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. After this, you have a choice of two gates. Do you remember which gate you took, or were you like me and you took both just to see the whole thing?
Oh, I didn't even know you could take both.
Yeah, you can take both. There's a switch to open up a left gate or a right gate, and
Okay.
yeah. But which one did you go?
Yeah.
If you remember.
I took the one with the non El Gigante
Okay, nice.
gate. So the one that was very Ganado heavy. There were the Chainsaw Sisters as well, which was not fun to deal with.
Yeah, the Chainsaw Sisters are tough. They're even
They
tougher
are.
than the aforementioned Dr. Salvador Chainsaw guy. But yeah, there's the two kind of they're like a little frumpy. I described them as. Maybe that's rude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Their faces are all bandaged up.
Yeah, face are all bandaged up, and they both have chainsaws, and they take a lot of damage.
Yeah, they sure do. They're just like bullet sponges, big
Yeah.
time. And I thought this was harrowing because you have to fight them off as well as other Ganado
Yeah, there's other Ganados
um,
there too.
with Ashley. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
intense.
yeah. It's very
Yeah.
intense. They're called the Bella sisters. You can also get another
Ah,
one of them, and they're Bella sisters, or
the
they're
Bella sisters.
yeah. Which I'm assuming is a joke because doesn't Bella mean beautiful in Spanish? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. So and they're not. Maybe at one point they were beautiful, but now their faces are all
perhaps.
cut up and they've been infected with Ganados and they're covered with blood and yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they're Bella on the inside.
yeah, maybe they're bad. Well, probably not because they had to kill everyone they see with a chainsaw.
Well, it's kind of not their fault.
That's true. Maybe before this they were. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What was on the other side? I mean, obviously El Gigante part
Yeah, there's
two.
another El Gigante fight, so you can fight him again. And it's actually a little bit harder because you have less room to maneuver. You're in like a
Okay,
long narrow area. So it's not
okay.
as good of a fight because you really just have to run from one end to the other and then turn around and shoot him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there's just not as much room to maneuver, and yeah, and also you just fought El Gigante. So if you have to pick one, I think you picked the right one to do the Bella sisters. But I just went there because I think there was I forget there might have been a treasure, or maybe I just wanted the money
sure,
from killing El Gigante. But
sure. And that is why I didn't select that one. I was like, I just fought
yeah,
El
yeah,
Gigante like 15 minutes ago.
yeah. It's kind of weird. It's like, do you want a worse version of the thing you just did? So
Yeah,
yeah, not yeah. It'd be interesting to know what the thinking was there, why they chose to do that. But yeah. Um,
yeah. So we are almost out of the
Almost done with the
village.
village. What do you think of this next section with like the chair lift, like the ski lift type of thing?
I thought it was fine, but not necessary. I thought,
A
it's
little
a
silly.
very, yeah, it's a very cheesy section, right? There's a gondola that's moving, and so you have to get
Gondola,
on
that's
the,
the
yeah, you have to get on the gondola with Ashley, and I think you find a memo that says that the Ganado are going to ambush you, which seems fairly obvious.
yeah. It's like, well, yeah,
Um, yeah, like of course, but like I just maybe this is a hardware limitation thing, but right, there are always Ganado coming at you, right? It's kind of one is the gondola chairs are moving past each other. And so I would shoot them with the rifle and they all have the same like screaming and falling off.
yeah,
Yeah, animation. I was just like, okay, well, I've done this like 8 times now.
yeah.
Okay,
It's a little
like,
funny. And as they go
yeah.
by, they like throw an axe at you. It's there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I want like not really, but like it'd be funny to see a skit of like whoever planned that ambush. They're like, all right,
All right. Yeah.
you're gonna get on there, and if you don't get shot, you're gonna try to throw an axe.
Throw an axe at 'em, yeah. And remember, only three people per gondola. There's a weight limit on these guys. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Safety
So
first.
it was fine. I think that this is a section that's much improved in the remake.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But again, it's they're throwing a lot of stuff at the wall. They're trying to keep things interesting, so I appreciate that. And yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a little silly. Um, but yeah, after this, you get to the main boss of the village area.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get into that, there's a memo I wanted to kind of
Oh yeah, of course.
chat about. Let's see. Okay. So we encountered this memo before we fight Mendez. It's called Village's Last Defense. Do you remember this one?
I do not.
Okay.
Maybe if you
Yeah.
start talking about it, I will, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Um, let me see. Let me make sure it's the right one.
Oh, this is from Mendez.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
this is it.
So he wrote.
Um,
I never really thought about this, but he like wrote this recently.
right,
The
right.
last,
Yeah.
yeah, he like sat down with Bilbo, so it's like, all right, I gotta get a memo out there.
Right, yeah, yeah. So he says, I clearly underestimated the American agent's capability. He's still alive. I thought that we could wait until the egg hatched, but at this rate, he could destroy the entire village before it does. We must take care of this nuisance. We shall change our priorities. For the time being, we will cease our hunt for Luis and ambush the two Americans. There is a building used to enlighten betrayers just beyond the point where you get off the lift. It's a perfect place for ambushing them. If all else fails, they would
Yeah.
still need to face me in order to get past the last gate that leads out of the village, for only before my sight will the gate open. that's very funny to imagine him writing this and just being like, I'm gonna ambush him here and then
Yeah,
just leave it.
honestly, yeah. Does he have a secretary, you think? He like dictated it and
Right? Yeah.
Donna, take this
And
down.
right. And even so he's like for only before my sight will the gate open. You're like, there's something about his eye.
That's a yeah, I like that. That's kind of cool with what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the original reason I brought this up was because it just points to more kind of fracture between Mendez in the village and the stuff at the castle later on and Sadler, right? He's like, this is too great a loss to my village to
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
let this stand.
Yeah. Whereas clearly, yeah, like Salazar and Sadler both see the village and Mendez as being expendable.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that was cool.
It is
I
interesting. I never
appreciated
thought about it
it.
like that, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So yeah, yeah. So time to do battle with the big cheese.
The big cheese, yeah. Yeah, you can hide Ashley for this fight, and it's pretty cool because you walk into the barn and then he comes in behind you and twists the like the door close.
Yeah, the metal.
Yeah. The metal of the door to lock you in with him. And yeah, what did you think of this fight?
Great. One of my favorites,
Yeah, very cool.
maybe in the entire series. I think it's so, you know, I feel like we've been using this word a lot, but iconic. Um,
Yeah.
the fact that we fought Del Lago, we fought El Gigante, and we have a more quote unquote traditional boss fight, but it's no less impressive.
Hmm.
And the character design is just phenomenal.
Yeah, his character design's really good. Yeah, he's big, tall guy, almost like a Mr. X style of
Hmm.
as like proportions. Like he's like oddly proportioned, very top heavy, trench coat and bald and big beard. And yeah, he looks really cool. And he stays humanoid for the first half. You have to shoot him. There's some exploding barrels, and eventually you get to phase two, which this game is big on two phase boss fights too. So this is your first phase two for somebody where he turns into a weird bug man.
Yeah, it's like his
His top
legs.
half.
Yeah, it's like right. It's like he's got like a very thin spine that connects like his legs and the top half, which have like almost like kind of arachnid style like pincers coming out.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so more the Ganados affection either progressing or taking more control.
And
But
for whatever reason, it really bothers me. He still has his beard. I think that feels very gross to me.
oh yeah.
Like it's just like this guy with like that design plus like a big beard. I'm like,
Yeah, like an
wow.
insectoid with like a bearded human face.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, once he goes insect mode, he can swing around the beams up top
yeah,
and attack you.
yeah.
And you can shoot him so he falls down and then get some more shots in on him.
Right. Yeah. Did you notice that once you sever his legs in that final part of the fight that they're still moving?
Yeah, they still move. They still swing
Ugh.
around. So yeah,
Ugh.
there's probably like Ganados and or not Ganados, but the worms in there too. The Las Plagas in there too.
Yeah.
Wriggling around. So
The legs lost plagas are like, why didn't we bust out?
yeah.
They're like, we didn't get they're
Yeah,
like,
that
come
was really
on.
good.
Yeah. Um, yeah, this is a fun fight. I found it challenging because as the arena gets engulfed in flames, your movement's limited.
Yes. Yeah. There's it yeah, the barn that you're in is burning down as you're fighting him too, which is really cool. Really cool visual and really cool setting. But, yep,
Yeah.
and then he told you that only before his sight will the gate open and you get an object when he dies, you get $30,000, whatever they're pesetas are they called?
Beta, yeah.
Peseta. 30,000 pesetas. 30,000 Resident Evil bucks, village bucks, and you get the false eye. So
Right.
he has a glass eye, and that's the key to get out of the village.
Right, right. So we got to go back and get Ashley. Um, and
Our second glass
we
eye themed key that we've had in the series. It's Code Veronica had a glass eye key too.
Did it?
Yeah, and it was like the doctor zombie, the
That's
medical
right.
zombie.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, who is like a very bad guy.
he was not a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we get the eye. This is the kind of means to escape the village. And I remember when I first played this game, I was like, what is going to be after this? And it
Yeah.
turns out it's a castle.
Yeah, I kind of thought I was like, well, I gotta be getting close to being done at this point. Because yeah, at this
Right.
point we're probably like 5, 6 hours in. So
Yeah, quite a bit.
yeah, but on your first playthrough at least. Yeah, this is a meaty game. We're not even
Yeah.
like a third of the way through.
Really, you don't think the village is the third?
I think it's well, I guess we'll see.
It might be
It's
less.
roughly a
Yeah.
third. It's roughly a third.
Yeah.
But
Well, not on my playthrough because I think I took like 28 hours to beat this
oh
game. Uh, yeah.
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 The castle I
Um,
think is the biggest section. At
I
least in
think
my mind.
so.
I think that took the longest, but yeah. Village is
Yeah.
roughly a third of the game. But yeah, in your first playthrough, you're like, what a cool game. I wonder what the last area will be. And yeah, you don't realize that there's a lot of game to go after
Right.
this.
Right. Yeah. And the fact that you just see a castle at the edge of the village, which is bonkers, right? It's like, I guess you didn't see this at any point.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
There's
But
like
the
a fully
fact,
staffed castle in the middle of nowhere.
right. But the fact that you're like, oh, when you see it, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to go in there.
Yeah, yeah, because yeah, you're again being chased by a bunch of Ganados. Another cool part that was referenced in Requiem. There's a Ganado driving a big truck towards you. There's a runaway truck, and you
Right,
have to
right,
use yeah, you have to use your sniper rifle to shoot the driver so the truck flips over.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I think, right, the decision is ultimately to take refuge in the castle to
yep,
escape the
yeah,
Ganado, which is like,
yeah.
I
There's a
mean, I get
drawbridge that
it.
you can put up so they can't pursue you anymore.
I get it, but I'm like, that's a kind of terrible idea, right?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of a. I guess it's right in front of you. And Leon's like,
I guess, yeah.
he's a man of action.
Yeah, it's just like, well, everything we encountered was really bad.
Yeah,
A castle is probably not good,
yeah.
you
And it's
know?
also like it's nighttime. And it's cold and rainy. So maybe Luis was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this is probably abandoned, so we can just hole up here for till the morning." So yeah, because at this
yeah,
point you're still in contact with Hunnigan, and she was
yeah,
going to send a chopper in for you, but the storm was too heavy, so the chopper had to wait for a while for your extraction. So that's kind
right.
of Luis's plan, or I keep saying Luis instead of Leon. Leon's plan is to yeah hole up in the castle and maybe just hide out somewhere. But that
Yeah.
doesn't work.
No, not really,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I guess
And
as
that's
we wrap,
for
oh,
yeah,
sorry,
that's for next time. Will be the castle
for
because
next
we
time, the castle. Yeah, and I believe it's just called the castle. I don't think it has actually a name.
yeah, I don't think so. I'll look into it before the next session, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's just called the castle.
yeah,
Colloquially in the fandom, it's definitely just called the castle.
yeah. Really quick question before we wrap up the village. We'll talk more about this when we wrap up the game, but true or false, the village is the best area in the game.
False.
Yeah, me too.
False for me.
False,
Yeah.
unequivocally. Thus breaking what I would say is kind of the trend in almost all, if not, if most, if not all of Resident
Yeah,
Evil
that's interesting.
games. I don't think the game peaks with the village.
Yeah. And the village is amazing,
It's
but you
really,
don't,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, if it was the best part, it would still be a great game because it's
Right.
really, really cool. But yeah, the best is yet to come.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about the island. Just kidding. Nobody, nobody would say that.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get there. I found the island less yeah, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would
I
on
did
this
too.
playthrough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't as onerous. Yeah,
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 yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
Village is cool. You've wiped out one of the who you might think is the big boss or one of the big bosses, and you're in a good spot, and we'll pick things up next time. But do you have
yeah.
anything else you want to say about the village or where we're at now with the game or
No, just that I think at this time, both in my original playthrough as a teenager and in my last playthrough, I'm like feeling good, right? I'm
yeah.
like, this is exciting. I'm very curious to see where this goes. I'm not fatigued. I'm not annoyed. I'm just like, let's go, you
Yeah, yeah,
know?
and you're getting into the swing of things. You're really learning the combat, you're really learning the systems, and it's really kept things fresh, which I appreciate. It's yeah, when you step back and look at it, you're like, wow, God, they really really made an effort to make each area feel different.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's like,
And yeah, and the challenges that you need to overcome them in terms of weapons, right? I think by this point we have the pistol, the shotgun,
you have the
the
machine gun.
rifle. Yeah, we you can get the machine gun. I
Yeah, you
held
can
off
do
for
it.
a
Yeah.
while with that, but yeah, just it feels fresh and doesn't feel like you're just doing the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's great. It's great. And it will
Yeah,
continue.
it'll continue to be great. And
Continue.
just to sign off with our favorite sign off, as it always has been.
Yeah. As it always has been. But yeah, this has been another episode of Hot Zombie Summer, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. In the meantime, if you want to give us a like, give us a follow, give us a download, tell a friend, we would really appreciate that.
Yeah, you could do 2 likes, 2 downloads, tell 2 friends.
Tell two friends, get two phones, and have have the full suite of Hot Zombie Summer on both, just in
That's
case.
right. And if
Yeah,
you're
just
a
in case you have to
bot,
hole up in a castle, you'll have something to
right,
listen to.
yeah. And if you're a bot, fuck off.
I'll take a bot. Yeah. You
I've
can
not
set a bunch of
stooped
you
that
can set
low.
up a bot to download the episode 500 times.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
in
I
that
wouldn't.
case,
That would be, yeah, don't do that. I don't know why
yeah,
anyone would do that, but yeah.
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 It's like, well, yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
all right.
uh yeah,
We'll see y'all next time.
goodbye.
Bye.
Adios, I should say. Fuck. Adios.
Fuck adios.
Fuck adios. All right, that was another episode of Hot Zombie Summer, and we'll be back in a few weeks.
And in the meantime, check us out on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Hot Zombie Summer Pod, all one word.
So until next time, don't be a Jill sandwich.